everybody. Before we go, I want to share a story with you about a pastor in Sacramento, California named Tamara Bennett. She's been pastoring her church for over 18 years. Now, not only is she saving souls, she's also helping the homeless one meal at a time. Now, her organization is called Daughters of Zion. It has fed over 12,000 families annually in the past 8 years and has become one of the most successful feeding programs in South Sacramento. Here's more on her story. Check it out.
Sometimes you can have a passion, and then sometimes you have to stand back and see what has called you. And what has definitely called us is doing for those that are less fortunate. So our feeding program has grown from feeding 14 to 15 people a month to last year over 12,000 families. Everything we've accomplished, it's been through sweat and blood and people that believe it. It's strictly been by people that believe it. We started with just people getting our residuals from Costco. And if everybody could bring so many canned goods, and that's how we started. We've been extremely fortunate that we are now the #1 feeding program in South Sacramento that have partnered with Sacramento Food Bank, with Walmart. But to do larger things, you need larger money.
Everybody, Pastor Tamara Bennett is with us today. Hello, Pastor. Now, let me ask you this. Why did this program become such a passion for you?
I love what I do, and whoo, this is much. And I believe that this is what God asked us to do. And the church should not be in four walls. And people will never know Jesus if we don't show Jesus.
Right. What do you think is the most common misconception about homeless people?
The entire landscape of homelessness has changed, and it's not the crackhead. It's not. These are business people. They are professional people that got laid off in the 08, 09 time and just never could get back on their feet. We're seeing a high population of foster kids who have fostered out, and they have nowhere to go, and so they're homeless. So you would be surprised that it's just everyday people, so you can't just walk by and ignore them. They're people, they're human, and they need to be touched and heard.
Yeah. My producers were telling me that also during the cold months, you take them in for provide shelter also.
Yes, it's called Winter Sanctuary, and so between the months of November and March, our entire dining hall of our church turns into a homeless shelter. So we have cots everywhere, and we feed them, we clothe them, we watch movies. They're our guests, and we make them feel like guests for the night. We do full-on entrees. I mean, they get filet mignon, man. They eat well.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, they eat well.
You're a special person. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for the love and support of my man, your husband right there. Way to go, big dog. I see you. Hey, listen, this is a great story. If you want more information on how to donate to her program to feed the homeless, head over to stevetv.com. That's our show for today. If you want to see some behind-the-scenes moments from today's show, follow the conversation at Facebook at Steve TV Show. We'll see you next time, everybody.